Okay guys, so this is my junk journal. I started this in July and I made it out of a book from the dollar store, and I just filled it in with a whole bunch of different papers. I do have a video of how I did the cover, so I will link that so you can see that. But it just has a lot of texture and a lot of layers. And then I added this beautiful fabric that I have been having in my stash. It was in my stash for my students. So I used a little bit of that, and then I used some lace to make a closure with a hole and added some lace. So very, very simple. And I did actually collage down on this scrapbooking paper when I first started. So as I said, this is filled with a lot of mixed papers. So I used scrapbooking paper, I used book pages, I used hymn notes, I used just tons of different stuff. I can't even remember, leisure paper, I think. I'll kind of look through like writing paper. So it has a bunch of different textures and lots of different papers, which I love. I think that I did about 15 pages, so it ended up being about 30 pages, and most of them are one-page spreads, but sometimes I did 2-page. It just depends. So this is the first page that I did. It was a part of Junk Journal July. So I just had a picture of myself, and then I said hi and I love you, and it just has a lot of collage and some paint, and it's on a piece of scrapbooking paper, which I love. So I kind of tuck the colors from there to make this page. And then this one is just kind of a collage custard too. So it just has lots of collage. I didn't use any paint on this, but I did do some doodle flowers, and I added a sticker and then just some words that I found. So really pretty, and I love this image. This is from a calendar that my mom got for me actually, and it has beautiful like old beautiful painting by the masters. So it's really pretty. I like to use it for collage, and I have not been wanting to use it because it's so pretty. So I was happy that I kind of used it and didn't just have it in my stash to look at. And then I got a label maker. So I made this quote. It says, "Once you label me, you negate me." And yeah, so I just used that because I really like that quote. And I added some stickers. These are from the Dollar Tree. And they have these pretty black and white stickers. I wish I would have got more of them, but they're so fun to use. And then this is just brown paper from a bag. And then I drew a tea bag, which is so fun. And I did a little bit of collage, and then I wrote a quote, and then I wrote chai tea because that's my favorite tea. I love chai tea. It's my favorite. So really fun, very easy page. I love how this turned out. It was so fun. And then the theme for this page was typography. So I just did a lot of different text because I had stickers left over, alpha stickers. So I just added those with some masking tape. And then this is actually a coloring book from the dollar store. And then I did a tag with the alphabet on there and just added little bits of doodles. So really fun, easy page. And then I don't have very much of this paper left. My friend gave me this, and it's Chinese text, which I absolutely love. So again, I did a little drawing of some flowers that I got that were yellow. And then I picked just some text. So it said, "Love made him feel ready to take on any odds." So I like that. So I put it on there. And then this is just a cluster. So this is actually some paper that I made just by using tea. And this is a printable. You can download it in my shop, and you get like 3 other patterns. So it's really pretty. But this is a rose one. So I wanted to use that. So I glued that down. And these are beautiful stickers. They're very transparent that I ordered on eBay. And then I just added clusters. And then these are dimensional little dots from Dimensional Paint. So those are fun. And then this is a page that you guys saw me do. This is one of the last pages that I did. And I just, I was really inspired by these Tim Holtz photo book pictures and the diversity that's there. And I just thought about how our strength lies in our differences and not our similarities. So diversity is important because it just makes the world so much more interesting, and there's so much that we can learn from each other. So with everything going on, I made a page as a tribute to that, and seeing all these people, you know, that probably didn't meet each other, and they probably couldn't be around each other because of the climate, and just to see that now we can see just the beauty in our differences. So I love that. And then I made a little pocket, and I haven't put anything on this little tag, but I love this beautiful fabric. I think goes really, really well with the page. So it's really fun. And then this is a picture from Italy. It was a medieval town that we went to. So I took a picture of the windows, and it had this beautiful leaves growing up the side of the building. So I love that picture. And everything there is just beautiful and enchanting. And it looks like you've been transformed, you know, to a medieval town. So it's so beautiful there, and I really loved it. So the main street had all of these beautiful brick shops. Oh, so beautiful there. I love Italy. I hope that I will be able to move there one day. And it says collect beautiful moments, because it's definitely one of the prettiest moments. I really loved it. So then I just added, I think this is like a Heidi Swab. What is that? Or maybe it's a Project Life card. So I use that has roses on there, and then some paper washi tape and some stuff. And I put this perfume there. It says rose perfume because we went to this shop in Italy, and they had all of these perfumes, and they were made by things that you can find in Italy. So they had like an orange perfume, and it was just really beautiful. Roses, lavender, and really just, oh, it smelled so good. It was great. And it lingered, you know, for a long time on your skin. I think it lasted all day, but just really fun. So I kind of put that down there too, because this was in that same medieval town. So just as a reminder. And then this is a sticker that I got from the dollar store. And then I did kind of this technique that I learned from Creative Bug from Get Messy, where you do paint and you do tissue paper, and they kind of overlap, and they create kind of these transparent layers. So I did that. And then I said free to fly, because he's a little owl. And then let go of fear. So really fun page. And I added tissue, made a border, and then added some words. I like to cut out words sometimes. And then this is a pressed flower from my garden. So I love that. I should say, yeah, from that I have, which is so pretty, so beautiful. And I wanted to make like a Polaroid, so I cut it out, and then I said embrace laughter and added a little flower. So that's a little guy. And then this one is enjoy imperfection. So I just cut out some triangles and doodled in them a little bit, and then found these words, which I think are perfect for this page. And this one says, hope is being able to see that there is light despite all the darkness. So this one, I did like a crazy background, then I added some white to kind of bring out some shapes, and then I added the quote with this beautiful neon paper that I love and I use a ton of. So I love that a lot. It's a fun page. And then this was a cutout. Of course, I cut out too much of it, so it's not all the way together, but I did triangles, which I love. And then I just tipped it in with washi tape, this beautiful washi tape that I'm running out of, the black and white one. And then I added some tags. And they're just, I painted them black, and then I added some pink neon paper to the back. And then I watercolored this page. This was the actual page. And then I just added, kind of glued or taped down this coloring book page just to create a pocket. So they're really fun. I love this page. And this is another page with quotes. I love quotes. I love words. So it says, kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. So I love that one. And that's by Mother Teresa, who is one of my favorite people. So very pretty. And this is actually model and paste with these flowers, which I love. And then this one is a recent page too. So this one, I had no idea. I kind of started out with an idea, and I just kept working and working, adding layers, but I really loved how it turned out. And I picked words from a page, and it says, so self-possessed, and decided it was assumed. Why are you crying? So kind of how things can look a certain way on the outside, but we might be crying on it the inside. So those words really spoke to me for that on that day. And then I added this kind of little leaf or sprig. and then I added a sticker, and I ended up painting over it. And then this one is about wildflowers. I was thinking about beautiful wildflowers that we have in Colorado, so I made a little doodle of one, and then I did a little quote: "Wildflowers aren't meant to be cut and tamed. They are meant to be loved and adored or admired." I love that. So I did that on a tag, and then I just created a background and I added it in. And I like how it turns out, and you can kind of flip with it and push it out, and it's really fun. It's very interactive. So really fun. I'm missing the outdoors of Colorado because we haven't been able to go out. So, oh, it will be nice to be able to go for a hike and just go out a little bit. So this page, I just used some underpaper and I cut out a heart shape, and then I just used washi tape, and I just picked out a variety of different papers that I liked, and I just kind of taped them in a cascading kind of way. So there's all sorts of papers here, lots of under papers and painted papers. I think someone sent me this piece of paper, and then I added white paint to kind of bring them all together. This is a piece of my collage paper that you can download. It's black and white, and I really love contrast, so I love the black and white. And then I just added some like splatters with watercolor. So I really love how that turned out, and it's kind of fun. Beautiful. And then this is one of my favorite pages, and this I just kind of got out just some gesso, and I got out some soft pastels, and I just played around, and I love the way that it turned out. So it kind of has this very cool shape. And then I added some splatters, but it has so much movement and so much interest and so much texture that I absolutely love it. So that's definitely one of my favorites. And then this one is Love Wings. So I got these gold rub-ons from the dollar store. They did not work out very well, so I just kind of went in with my gold pin and added Love Always Wins. I just needed that reminder because it was a rough day, and I added little hearts and then added some washi tape, and then I doodled these little flowers here, which I love. And then I made some flowers. Sometimes I like to make stuff and then just glue it into my journal, or just keep it while I'm watching TV or something. And you can always put it in your journal. And it does have a little bit of gold in there. I don't know if you can see some of the gold foil in there. So it's really fun. And I just wrote out some stuff, just free writing. And then I added some paint, and then I added some words and these roses that I quickly sketched just with a black marker and some gold. And then this is again one of those images that I got from that calendar that my mom gave me that had the beautiful images of the masters. So very pretty. And I just did kind of a collage background. And then I just picked some words kind of from text that I wanted. And it says, "At least some things don't change. I am right here." So that made sense to me at a time. It doesn't now, but that's okay. I think that you have to enjoy those moments. Very nice. But I do remember when I made it. It's amazing you can actually remember when you made these pages. And then this is a black and white theme. So all the paper behind is part of my black and white collage paper. And I just wanted a black and white page. And she is gorgeous. So I cut her out, and she goes perfectly on this page. And then I got a journal from Alyssa Burke, one of her handmade journals. So she sends you kind of this whole kit of papers and postcards and all sorts of stuff. So this was one of them. So it says, "Beware, I am fearless and therefore powerful." So I like that, and it has these beautiful flowers on them. So I thought that went perfectly with her. She looks fearless. And then this one, I got these little, I think there's a video on this one too. I made just this little guy that's very interactive on this background that has lots of layers. So it has collage and washi tape and paint and pastels and scribbles and everything. And then I made this little guy, and it says a bit of trust. So I just found some words and kind of pieced them together. And this is just the wooden little tag holders that you can get from the Dollar Tree. So I just collaged it front and back and made a hole and added it on there. But definitely one of my favorite pages also. And then I followed a tutorial by I want to say Mary's Small Art, Miami. Oh, I'm so sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but I will try to link it below. But she did a tutorial on how to make these beautiful these beautiful trees. And it reminded me of Colorado and how our pine trees, you know, they're so pretty, especially with the stars in the mountains, and they have snow on them and everything. So I did add a little bit of gold doodles to mine too. I don't know if you can see that, but really fun. And I made little postcards. So I love how it turned out. So I just glued down a lot of things, and then I did a quote about trees, about winter trees. And I love how it turned out. So I'm sorry if I said her name wrong. Okay, and then I did doodles, and then I did a quote from, what's this one? From Emily Dickinson. It's right here, Shameen. Forgot, I was trying to remember. I read the words, but I didn't see this part. Beautiful. So then I drew like a flower and added just a bunch of collage on the edge. So really fun. And then this is one of the, I think this is a prompt from Junk Journal July. So I did acrylic paint because that's my favorite art supply. So I just did some paper collage behind to kind of break up the page. And then I drew these little guys, tubes of paint. And then I did make it count. But I love how these turned out, and I painted them in. And then this is another page just of exploration. So I just wanted to kind of explore pastels, soft pastels, and gesso again. So I just kind of played and scribbled, and I added some gold in there too. So I like how this turned out too. And then I added some words. So really pretty. And you can see some gold there. Very fun. Alrighty, and then this I just cut out a sprig from paper, and then I added some doodles. Added some splatters and washi tape and some words, so very simple. And then I love doing just simple shapes in watercolor and adding doodles to them. So I do that a lot. And then this is just my joy list. I did this, I think the week before Christmas. And I just did some doodles on a black sticky note. I found these really cool black sticky notes, and I just did a collage again with my black and white paper. And I think this is one of Alyssa's postcards, and just added lots of layers. And then I wrote down my joy list for that week. So creamy hot cocoa, making Christmas cards, funny stories, Christmas music, giving gifts to people that I love, and shopping for gift drives. So those are kind of my joy list, which is great. And then, again, I had another one of those pages with the dollar store coloring pages. So I just taped it down with washi tape and added a little bit there. And then this is a painting that I did that I took a picture of. It was Freedom. I did it for the Juneteenth hop. So I just wanted to have a little image of that. So I stuck it in this journal, which I love. And then this is a found poem, but I did it with pink. So it's like a blackout poem, but with pink. And then I found these little butterflies at the dollar store. So I added those in. And then I kind of did the same thing over here with my collage paper and paint, washi tape, and then I added some doodles. So very easy, basic page, but it turned out really nice. And then I love using this neon paper, so I added that in and just added some doodles. And I didn't know what I wanted to put in here, so it's blank, and that's okay. And then this one, very simple page, just some collage, some washi tape, an image, and then some words. That's it. And then this is a fun page. You saw me do this on camera, and I will link that below in case you haven't. But I just wanted to make kind of an interactive page. So I used a brad, and I just added in different kinds of paper, and you can kind of spin it around, which I love. And like with blues and all sorts of stuff. So it's really pretty. I love it. Seam binding, and then underneath it says, we have so many layers. So really fun. It's kind of a little surprise, but I love how this page turned out. And it's interactive. You can push it back and forth and make it go around. So it's a fun page. And then this one, I think I did for Junk Journal July too. It was one of the prompts. So pretty. And it talks about a caterpillar getting its wings and how we shouldn't feel alone, because isolation is when growth is happening. So I really love that. So I did my little purple butterfly, and again I added some of that painted tea dyed paper. So that's underneath, and then I just used a stapler and added lots of layers, but I love how that turned out. And this is a recent page too, and it says, "No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart." So I saw these ladies and they look like they have good hearts, so I wanted to tell a little story about them. So collage again, paint underneath, lots of beautiful flowers with those transparent stickers and a gold doily. And then I just wrote things that I wanted them to remember. Like, you matter, you are loved, you are seen, and you are cared for. And they have little golden hearts. So I love that. And it has lots of fibers and stuff there. And then this one is just a very simple page. It says, "Beautiful day." And then I took a piece of plastic and I did some modeling paste through a stencil and created this really beautiful transparent layer, and I tipped it in, so I just added it into the journal. So really fun. And then it says hope, and this guy's about to come out. I have to add that back in, so I need to add that in. I'll leave that out so I remember. And then I just cut around this and wrote some stuff on the edges there. And then it has pockets in it too. I haven't put anything in them. And then it has the feather too. I have these acetate stickers that I wanted to use up, so that's why they're in there. And then this is one of those beautiful collages with those images that I told you about from the famous masters. And I just did a quick collage cluster and added a tag and tore it in half. And then I said, "Remember love." And I did a video about this one. This was a really great page. I was just thinking about my friend and my mentor and my big sister, who always is so loving and thoughtful of me. And this page is really in honor of her. So every time I think about it, I think of her. Every time I look at it, I think of her. And then this is another page. I did watercolors, and then I said, "Choose to see the good stuff," right? And then I did washi tape and a doily and a butterfly from the dollar store and added some doodles. So it has lots of metallic stuff going on. So it's fun. And I added some splatters too. And then more watercolor shapes that I doodled in. And then I just added words from a text. In my dreams, I can often see, sometimes I see people, okay to see. So I like those words, so I added them in there. And then this one says dwelling possibility. So I did these little kind of rectangular shapes first, or square shapes of my collage paper, and added some brown paper and that someone sent me, this really pretty paper. And then I added a tag, also sent in Happy Mail. And then I made this beautiful flower that I love that has lots of interest, lots of doodles. It was actually a blind contour drawing, so I just did kind of the shape in black and then I scribbled it around. And then this is a shape that I cut out from just under paper that I had from newsprint, and then I said rise above and added some paint and some doodles too. And then this is the list of junk journal July, and I didn't do everything, but I did a lot of them. Like, I don't think I did musicals or TV shows, but I think I did everything else other than that. But yeah, I loved it. It was really fun, and it kind of got me stimulated, and I really enjoyed working in this journal. So it's really fun. So I will put this back in. So I hope that you enjoyed that flip through and enjoyed me talking through. If you want kind of a fast forwarded version, you can always go on my Instagram, and there's no talking. I just kind of go through the entire book. But I love how it turned out, and I'm so happy that I could talk you through the inspiration behind this journal. So I will see you guys next time. I'm going to make another junk journal and start working in it, so that should be fun. I'm sure I'll get lots of ideas and inspiration. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining me, and bye bye. Have a wonderful day.